Good afternoon. Dizzy Dingo on this afternoon. Dizzy Dingo here. Still at the paddock, and yeah, I'm just thinking, what am I thinking this afternoon? Well, I'm thinking about advocating for yourself. This is something that I feel really strongly about, and I feel like we have to learn that as a tool for ourselves. And it's really, really important to learn to find the strength within yourself to be your own best advocate, because no one else is going to do it for you. You know, if you've been dismissed by doctors, by medical people, by someone, you know, a neurologist, someone that you're trying to seek help from, and they don't get it, then move on. Because it's really, really important for you to find somebody that's going to listen to you and that's going to help you with this condition. And you know, or also the fact that, you know, Pppd is really, really difficult to live with. And you know, you with this, I just want to reiterate that it's a secondary condition, so you have to have something else first. It means that, you know, there's something that's caused that insult on your vestibular system. So it means that something has triggered your vestibular system to come under attack from, you know, something like a type of stress, a type of you know, toxicity, you know. And in my case, I know that it was basically, you know, a couple of different things. You know, I was under an incredible amount of stress, which caused what you call status migraine. And then from that status migraine, which I had at that particular time, I'd had 21 migraines in 26 days. So the neurologist that I was seeing at the time put me in hospital in St Vincent's Private. He gave me these infusions, which were an IV infusion that actually relaxed the brain and stopped it and tried to reset it so that it could actually sort of stop these migraines from, you know, continually from rebounding. So then he sent me home on a drug, which, you know, for me, and look, I'm going to say what happened to me, but not everybody or everybody's the same. So, you know, some people can tolerate different medications and can tolerate, you know, different things. Not everyone's a perfect fit for everything, so I understand that. And I'm not, you know, saying or providing medical advice to anybody, but in my case, yeah, I came home, had been administered or prescribed, sorry, a drug called Emgality, which for me actually, and it's really interesting, I've read on a lot of different Facebook pages and different things that this drug Emgality has caused Pppd in so many people. So I came home with Emgality. I was told to self-administer this drug into my stomach and to take one dose, and then the second, 1 week later, take the second loading dose. So I took the one dose, and then 1 week later took, and when I took it, I didn't feel great, but I was sort of all right. Then the second dose on that day, I, by 6 o'clock that evening, felt like I could have had a seizure. Like, I was so not great. And then as the days went by, within 5 days of that drug being in your system, I'm not sure of the right words, but I know that it starts to take on its full capacity within your system. So for me, within 5 days of the second shot and the double dose of being in my system, I woke up and I basically couldn't walk, I couldn't talk, and it looked like I'd been drugged by somebody. I had no balance, I couldn't see properly, and you know, these things, I didn't know what was wrong with me, you know, and I needed a lot of help. And you know, I did reach out, obviously back to the neurologist. I phoned and said, look, I'm in a world of trouble, can you please help me? I left the message, and it took him 2 weeks to call me back. Then when he did call me back, he said that I'd had what you call a paradoxical effect to that drug, which means that it's done the opposite to what it should have done, and to never take it again. And then what I did do was then the following week didn't feel very good still, and then I phoned him back again, and he got me back on the phone and basically abused me on the phone and said that I hadn't completed his treatment in hospital properly, that if I was worried about, you know, how I was, then I needed to come back, you know, that 950 kilometre round trip to see him. And basically he didn't do over the phone consults, and that he was not liable for me. So, you know, that is not, that's not good enough. Like, you don't treat your patient like that. And, you know, for me, this has left me so incredibly impaired for years and years and years later. So for me, that was a toxic insult onto my vestibular system, which then caused also Pppd, which is like vertigo. So, you know, then I went on to see somebody, and she basically diagnosed what I had. So, you know, don't let people just railroad you over, and you know, if you need help and you're not happy, move on and just keep moving on, you know, to find somebody who's actually going to listen to you and help you. So hang in there. Thanks for the toolbox chat today. And you know, you're all warriors as far as I'm concerned, and I'm here for you guys. You know, there are steps to take forward, and you know, keep hanging in there. Okay, cheers.